Hi there. Today I'm going to be sharing a little webinar, about 30 minutes, about peace. I'm Karen Treaster, and my company is Never Settle Life Coaching. So, peace isn't something that you find, peace is something that you learn. And I'm very excited because so many people are looking for peace these days. And for me, working with a lot of women, that is the one thing that they say. And so it's not the kind of peace that comes after you've already figured things out and you've already done what you have to do or fixed what you have to fix. It's the kind of peace that changes you in how you show up while life is happening in the moment. And most women believe that peace is the reward for getting it right, being confident enough, or being productive enough, or calm enough. But what if peace isn't the reward at all? What if peace is the foundation, the thing that allows confidence and clarity and ease to actually take root? So today I want to show you why peace feels so elusive and how to begin experiencing it differently. So, who is this for? Well, really, this is for everybody. And because I really do believe that everyone wants peace. I happen to work with a lot of women in business who are working very hard, and so it's always a challenge to have peace. And women in transition, and the transition could be small, it could be large, it could be a career change, or it could be a someone who's retiring, or whatever it is, or just a small thing, just a small little task that you have. And that's a transition too. I believe women are always, and everyone is always transitioning because we're always doing new things. We always want to better ourselves. At least I think most of us do. And and moms, gosh, they're always having to wear so many hats. And so peace is, of course, very important. And so these are just a few of the things. And faith based women, I happen to love to work with faith based women because I do believe that they know that there's something more for them. And I love the connection with God. And so, whatever you believe in, I'm sure that peace is important for you as well. So, really, it's anyone seeking peace for a better life. So, let me start with a simple question. You can drop in the comments or the chat or wherever you're listening to this. In order to have peace, I need to relax. I need to try harder. I need to have more clarity, stop worrying, or whatever that is for you. Overthinking. So while that may be true, peace doesn't come from doing more. It comes it comes from changing how you're relating to what is already here. Let me repeat that. It comes from changing how you're relating to what's already here. So let me ask you, what if peace begins when you stop forcing the moment and you start allowing yourself to feel safe right where you are. Notice how most of what you're thinking, or you could be typing, are things that we're trying to fix, or something that you're trying to achieve. But peace isn't the reward that you earn. It's a state that you allow. And once you are aligned with your peace, clarity, confidence follow naturally. And by the way, I'm going to be doing a little guided alignment, very short. It's sort of an exercise that you can use, a reset exercise at any time. So I'm going to be doing that at the end. So be sure to stay for that. Most of us were taught that peace comes after everything is handled. But what if peace is what helps everything settle in the first place? So, how many of you feel like you deserve more peace? Right? I hope everybody. You're tired of worrying so much. Your thoughts sometimes steal your joy, or maybe you feel like peace feels harder than it really should be. Or you know that life would be better with more inner calm. So drop the word me if you can relate to that. And if you're thinking that, I want you to know that nothing's wrong with you. You haven't failed at peace. And you were just never shown how to access it consistently. That's really the key. That's what I want to show you. Any habit takes consistency, as you know, and I put it in that category of relearning this habit, which is going to bring you that peace. So that's really important. Now, earlier, I just want to say, in life, I used to think that when I knew exactly what I wanted, I'd have peace. You ever feel like that before? Or when I became successful, I'd have peace. Or when I felt more confident, I'd have peace. When life looked right, I know when I got married, I thought about that. Oh my gosh, gonna have kids, gonna have a home, and everything's gonna just be so good and so peaceful. When my worry finally stopped, right? When you stop worrying, then all of a sudden you're going to magically have peace. And I'm talking about the kind of peace that's sustainable. Because you can get peace in the moment. What I want to teach is how you can sustain. You can sustain peace. Or when I felt more in control, I'd have peace. And the problem is that I was looking for peace outside of me. And instead of looking for peace within me, instead of looking for the access that we have within ourselves. And so this is what I find, that just kind of sit and notice how peace was always something that you think about is going to come, right? Like in my examples, I mentioned that it was going to happen when I stopped worrying, or it's something that you, in other words, it's something that you're going to earn later on. And this is can't be the farthest from the truth, because that belief alone just kept it out of reach. So when peace is present and you are accessing it, you can stop second guessing every decision. And confidence feels grounded and it doesn't feel forced. And you respond. You learn with peace to take that pause and not to react. And your energy comes back, right? When you have peace, you have energy to do more. And so this is really, really key. And why peace feels so hard for so many women is the mind rarely gets quiet, right? Your mind is just going with so many things out there, so much stimuli. It's always going, going, going. And thoughts are always jumping ahead. And life feels reactive instead of intentional. Women have a lot of emotional responsibility that runs deep within us. And so this is something, and rest is replaced with pushing hard, pushing through. So when you have this is why peace matters. It's not because life becomes perfect, but it's because you become steady, you become consistent. So peace is a skill that you can practice. So as a practice, peace is not a personality trait. It's a practice that can be learned. You can be trained. You can be trained to learn where your attention goes, being more mindful. And again, this takes being consistent, and it's a habit. Helping your nervous system feel safe. Gently interrupting overthinking. And choosing inner safety instead of control. So it doesn't mean by any means that you're doing this wrong. It's just that your nervous system has been carrying so much for so long. So, what I want to do is really, you've been waiting long enough. This isn't something that you want to keep waiting for. This is something that you want to take action on. And it's something that you want to practice. And just like any skill, it gets easier and easier with support. So remember, peace is the root and confidence is the expression. And that's the foundation of my Confidence Ignited work that I do. And that's important to remember. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a little aligned reset. So go ahead and get comfortable. And this is a tool that you can take with you. This is something that you can do anytime, anywhere, when you just want to pause. So I just want you to start out by relaxing and just take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out slowly. And do that again. Take another deep breath in. And remember, anytime you do this, it's going to relax you. So even just breathing is going to relax you. And just let it out. Let it out very slowly. And just notice your body now. I want you to soften just where you're sitting, or if you're standing. Soften your feet or your hips. Soften your head and your jaw. Let your shoulders drop down. And just unclench your hands. Just let them go. And still breathing. And then I want you to take your heart. And take your hand and put it on your heart. And this helps with connection to your heart. This helps connection to your higher self. This helps connection to God. And then gently ask yourself, what can I release right now? And don't search for the answer. Don't make it hard. Just notice what your body wants to let go of. Just notice and relax. And whatever comes up is enough. And if nothing comes up, that's okay too. Take one more deep breath in. And allow yourself to feel just a little more settled now. Just a little more settled. And as you're noticing this calm, this steady feeling, this easy feeling, I want you to recognize something. This is the state where confidence lives, where peace lives. Not the loud kind, not the forced kind, but the steady confidence that comes from feeling safe within yourself. So gently notice this peaceful feeling and remember this calm, grounded presence. And imagine yourself being able to return to it any time you need to. Before you make a decision, before a conversation, before a moment where you usually doubt yourself. Come back and use your hand on your heart to remember this peaceful state. Because when you have peace first, confidence naturally follows. So this is what it feels like when your system is no longer pushing, no longer trying. This is the foundation everything else is built on. And you don't create confidence by force. You allow it through peace. So before I get to that, I want to say that if this is something that you like, I know I've got many courses, and some of them may be a little bit long or a little bit too much for some people, and I wanted everyone to be able to have peace and to afford something. So what I've done is something amazing that I want you to hear about. So, and this is something you can give as a gift too. It's something that anybody who is not in a great state and needs to start teaching, start training themselves to just relax can do. So, if that's okay, I'm going to share that right now. So, here it is. It's the confidence. Oops, I want to get rid of that. Ignited. The peace reset. So, what it is, it's a private one-to-one Zoom session, a personalized guided reset, and it redesigns the it's redesigned. It's a guided reset, excuse me, uh, to redesign you to quiet that mental noise and to calm your nervous system and restore steady, grounded confidence. So here's what you'll receive: a private live guided inner alignment session, a deeper NLP release process, so neuro linguistic programming. It's just a way of communicating that I have for you to really go deeper and have it set, kind of anchor within you more. And a peace confidence anchoring exercise that you can return to. A simple daily reframe to stop interfering with yourself. And then you're going to have, this is the best part, you're going to have replay access so you can revisit this reset anytime. That is what is going to give you peace. The more you listen to it, the more peace you're going to have. And what you do is you train your brain, your neuropaths. You grow new positive connections in your brain. So a lot of people are going to think, whoa, this is going to be very expensive. Well, I have made it extremely affordable for you. Something like this would be $197 normally. And if you're seeing this on this webinar, the investment is only $47. So this is something you can do, you can keep forever. You can give to a friend, a family, whoever you know might be going through some troubling times or just wants to calm their nervous system. So this is less than a dinner out, and with a shift that's going to last far longer. So why say yes now? Because confidence isn't created by effort, as we talked about. It's restored through peace. So when you find that peace, confidence is going to follow. So you don't need to push, you don't need to prove anything. You simply allow the work to continue and work in you with guidance, support, and intention. So here's what you can do. You can take a picture of this. I have the link on here where you can pay. This is limited, so you want to go ahead and do that as soon as you can, or contact me, and we could do it another way as well. But contact me so we can get that set up for you. So I'll leave that there for a second so you can take a picture of it. So thank you for being here. And I just want to say that I really hope that everyone takes to heart this piece, and how important it is, because it's going to stay with you. It lives with you the rest of your life. And if you don't nip it in the bud right now, it's not going to go away. And peace It's powerful because when you feel safe inside, you stop overthinking every move that you do. You stop reacting to things around you. And confidence stops feeling like you have to force it. So, this is the foundation of the work that I do, helping women create inner safety first. So, confidence, clarity, and aligned action can follow naturally. So, if today gave you a glimpse of what's possible when peace comes first, let that be your reminder. You don't need to fix yourself to feel calm. You don't need to wait for life to settle. Peace begins the moment you choose a higher way of being, and everything else builds from there. And when peace becomes your baseline, confidence stops feeling like something that you have to prove and starts feeling like who you are on the inside. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to hear from you all soon.